Hey guys, last session the walls were empty. Apparently there was a route setting class and now we have all these new climbs. I'm going to see if I can flash all the new climbs up to V4. But first I'm going to warm up on some of the easier grades. I really like this orange V1. The moves felt very flowy. I didn't like this pink V2 because it was basically just a jug ladder. This green V2 was hard to read. I was trying to find a sequence that avoided matching hands and swapping feet, but I gave up. This blue V2 was a lot more straightforward. I didn't like this purple V2 because it also felt like a jug ladder. Now, I'm going to work on this gray V3. I think the holds are meant to mimic outdoor features. This boulder has two pinches, and I realized that I grabbed each one as a flat hold without my thumbs before transitioning to a pinch. I wanted to explore the rest of the last hold, but the top part didn't feel great. Now I'm going to try this green V3. It's just a jug ladder with a couple of holds that force you to only use 2 or 3 fingers. Now, I'll try this other green V3. The wall is a lot steeper, and the moves are much bigger. I decided to avoid a foot swap and just threw my left hand here. I didn't like how it felt though. The step up move was also pretty big, and I almost missed the hold. Now, I'll move on to yet another green V3. It has a bunch of big side pulls and then some smaller side pulls. Now, I'll move on to the first V4 of the day. All of the holds are a bit worse than anything that I've touched today. I was thinking about making a big move to the next hold, but decided to get a high right foot instead. It felt really awkward and difficult to keep my hips into the wall though. I went for a dynamic move here and ended up cutting feet. This last hold was pretty far and blind around the arete. I found it really hard to straighten out my right leg and reach the next hold. Maybe I just had to do it more dynamically, or just jump at it instead of turning my right hip in. Then I punched the red hold a couple of times. Then I struggled to get my hips in and stick this hold. So not only did I fail to flash this V4, I straight up failed to climb it. Then I moved on to this white V4 slab. It starts on some jug side pulls, and then there are a couple of juggy pinches, 2 small crimps, and then these crimps on the overhang that are a lot better than they look. I'm not sure if it's a 2-hand start or a match start, but the match start is surprisingly tough. My foot slipped and I couldn't hold on to the crimp. Throw for the last move over the arete, and the last hold was actually super flat and tiny. I'm surprised I held on. Now, we'll move on to this blue V4. It's all jugs, and then there's this weird undercling where the rest of the holds are really far apart. I didn't trust the undercling, so I tried to make a dynamic move, but I couldn't span the distance between the 2 holds. That wall gets busy, so I move on to this gray V4. It has a bunch of slopey pinches. This start did not go as planned. I wanted to bump my right hand up and then go up with my left, but the starting position felt so awkward that I panicked. This foothold felt awful and slopey because it's just the top of a sideways pinch. The volume felt too sketchy to trust, so I swapped feet instead. But I got scared and bailed. I stole my friend's beta and got a high left foot. And luckily, I'm able to top out. I'm glad that I was able to send at least 2 of the V4s, but I'm disappointed that I didn't flash any of them. The climb seemed a lot more difficult than usual, which would make sense if the route setting class wanted to be more accurate. But that's going to be the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!